Hello, welcome to Dragon Quest IV, Tribes of the Chosen. Starting off with a fight.
Immediate fight.
So last time we got the Colossus to move. We were about to reach the last part of that southern continent that we couldn't reach. However, I noticed we're kind of lacking in levels, so a good chunk of this episode is going to be a grinding session. Unfortunately inevitable for Dragon Quest.
Yeah, that's sort of Dragon Quest's thing, a little bit. And then this guy came in and said, no, that's my thing now. I'm gonna be known for that. You've got slime, what else do you need?
Dragon Quest isn't even the worst example of grinding being necessary. Like, Disgaea's grinding is so advanced that I can't even recognize it as grinding anymore. Like, you're pulling some shit in Disgaea fights. Like, you're doing things like political intrigue to make your level ups more important. Like, that's on a completely different level. But definitely on some older RPGs, not even necessarily JRPGs, some like dungeon crawlers or shit like wizardry even, would just give you a start and put you in an area where like you can't kill every enemy in this area.
Good fucking luck, idiot.
There are no easier areas. You just have to run away and fight what you can fight until you're strong enough.
Welcome to Shining in the Darkness. You get one character at the start.
Literally the example I was going to provide. Let's Play I read was just like, you're going to spend a couple of hours grinding in the opening area. Like, what if I don't?
Well, if you go too far forward too soon, a crab will come out of the wall and kill you.
I meant more like, what if I just played Shining Force instead?
Really the better option, yeah.
I would like a version of Shining in the Darkness that doesn't do that. It can still be hard, I just want it to be hard in ways that are fun. Like, I don't want the solution to be play for an hour.
Yeah, you're more for the Etrian Odyssey school of... Yeah, we're gonna give you a lot of tools, use them.
Anyways, I've moved the crew to this area. Because everybody still gets experience here, and there are liquid metal slimes. So we're going hunting for those, which is why I brought the all-physical crew. Oh! We found them, but they're too stunned to move. Alright, everyone. Follow my orders, and we are going to focus on the slimes.
Damn, 2 of them.
Alright, well, our metal slime hunter did not succeed.
There we go. Oh, 2 damage,
Oh, hey,
damn.
That's how powerful Ragnar is. Fuck! Alright, well.
You got 1, and that's better than nothing.
We got 1. We'll take what we can get.
And I don't even care about you. You get out of here.
Ragnar's attack is still terrifying, by the way.
Damn. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not enough for Ragnar, it looks like. Alright, everybody, look the fuck out.
Now Kirill can kill everyone.
Or still no one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what Snoop does. Me talking about the rapper in the year 2025. Mina's got a stronger whoosh.
I think the answer to your previous question was misogyny. Misogyny and, of course, weed, but we all know that.
Look, he's always had that problem. The bigger worry is the crypto and the NFT shit. Bigger. The new worry, I should say. The shit that I think is maybe where most of his fans have agreed he's crossed the line. Anyways, we got one liquid metal slime, but I'm still here. Also, to make things a little bit more palatable, I only included the fights that led to a level up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I got this lucky with the level ups that they just naturally occurred after every fight.
Yeah, especially not if it's just terror flyers. Good job.
Tortico can't even acknowledge your presence. Oh wait, I guess I didn't do that. Fucking shit. Tortico, you're supposed to save those for the metal slimes.
Alright, well, at least they're not spitting fire, though half of the party doesn't care about that anymore.
So anyways, as you, Fafner, knows, but the viewer probably doesn't know, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII, and so far I've only had to do a grinding session in that game, like, twice. As opposed to, like, the 4 or 5 times I've had to do it in this game and this Let's Play. And that Final Fantasy VII grinding was not for levels, it was just for KOs to get limit breaks.
Yeah, I think that's the only time I've ever grinded in 7 as well.
It's very much balanced so that, like, you're only going to use a couple of characters. They don't expect you to get limit breaks for everyone, I think. Because that game doesn't really expect you to grind.
Yep. Unless you do the super bosses, which, admittedly, I haven't done that either.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm playing the remaster, so I have other options. Alternative to grinding.
Yeah, I've done some of the optional ones, but yeah, Emerald and Ruby, no, I've not really put much effort into that one.
Yeah. Part of it is I kind of want to play around with the master materia, and I don't want to get it with the huge materia. Because that would require grinding as well, and doesn't include a cool boss fight. Yeah, we'll see. As in, you and I will see. The viewer will have no idea what I do, because I probably won't talk about this again. But anyways...
But yeah.
As the Final Fantasy fan, I like to check in, you know, as we're playing instead of saving our thoughts for the end of the game. How you feeling about Dragon Quest now that we're in our 5th grinding session that I put in your Let's Play and ruined your channel?
I mean, it's not the entire channel. But, Dragon Quest IV is still very good.
Yeah, I want to be clear, I do like this game. The grinding tends to go by pretty quick. Battles tend to go faster in Dragon Quest because they're less flashy than Final Fantasy.
Oh, yeah. That's Final Fantasy's thing.
Like, the presentation of Dragon Quest from, I'm going to say, the PlayStation on isn't bad, but it's definitely primitive.
But also, you know, even in the early days, Final Fantasy has always been kind of showy. And nowadays, I feel like a lot of them are just like 80% particle effects. I don't remember much about 16 because I only ever saw a little bit of it, but there were a lot of fireballs and explosions. I can remember that.
Yeah, machines that can render millions of particles at once, and brother, you better believe we're gonna do that.
So yeah, I do kind of dig Enix's presentation of just, yeah, here's some guys and they've just got little animations. You don't need anything fancy.
Yes, I appreciate Enix putting the emphasis on the enemy animations in this. It helps them stand out as enemies. I remember there was a Toby Fox interview from back, like, just after Undertale dropped, where he talked about how the bullet patterns in Undertale helped characterize the enemies.
Yep. That's a true statement.
Yeah, and he brought up how, like a goblin in Final Fantasy, like, what does that mean? Like, you just see the sprite, you see the color, he has a stat block. You can't really tell anything from just the static sprite. In the later Final Fantasy games, once they switched to 3D and animating became easier, because that's the trade-off. It's harder to make a 3D model, but it's easier to animate than a 2D sprite.
Yeah.
The enemies became a bit more mobile.
Yeah, but even then I feel like Final Fantasy enemies don't usually stick out save for a select few.
Yeah.
I feel like that's usually just not where they put the emphasis.
And I feel like it depends on the game. Like, Final Fantasy IX
Yeah.
has really good enemy designs. Remember those fucking dogs? Bandersnatches or whatever
Just
the
the
fuck?
super... Yeah, those
What
guys.
if Jeff the Killer was a dog?
Here's Gimme Cat, the little asshole. But yeah, I feel like... Honestly, there's a lot of different ways you can characterize enemies. Earthbound is the first one I think of course, is just... Yeah, these are just sprites, but the things they do in a fight are always kind of silly, so... I feel like Earthbound's kind of on the same level as this game, but just with text instead of, like, specific designs.
Man, imagine if we ever got the Earthbound remake where the enemies were animated like this. I don't think that will happen. I don't think that Earthbound would ever get a full remake like that. We're lucky it gets ported to newer systems.
Yeah, it's one of those where, like, insofar as bringing them up again does show respect from the company, I don't care that much about Nintendo not caring about Earthbound that much. Like, I feel like sometimes people put a little too much legitimacy into, like, oh, well, it has to officially come from Nintendo, and it kind of does, yeah. Like, the fact that they haven't actually translated Mother 3 means that people who don't use emulators aren't going to be able to see it, so it gets less attention. But also, in fairness, there is a translation out there that exists and is actually incredible, so I don't see a huge... I don't think it's a big deal.
That... I got a lot of feelings on that situation, but this isn't another Let's Play, so I'll leave them be. But I will say, like, they put Ness in Smash Brothers, like, from the beginning. Like, that alone shows that somebody at Nintendo cares about this franchise. And, there he is.
Oh yeah, these guys. This is why we're
Everybody stop!
here. Kill that man.
Fuck!
Damn it.
Anyways, The reason we're never getting anything in Mother again is because the toy doesn't want to make video games anymore because it's not his thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
he's
in that respect, I'm cool with it.
All right. Don't mind me. I just had to Google to see if Shigesato Itoi was still alive or not.
Oh, Zap.
Of course, I look away for half a second. We learn Zap.
Finally.
Zap is the hero's signature line of spells in Dragon Quest as a whole. Do I show it off here? Alright. So they change how it works from game to game, which is why I selected it and then went back. Because I thought it was going to hit the group. Here it hits a single enemy, and then the next level up will hit the group. I do want to show it off. So yeah, it's a bit stronger than Frizz or Crack, or definitely stronger than Whoosh. Like, the elemental attacks come on a bit of a tier. Like, Whoosh is weaker than Frizz, Frizz is weaker than Crack, Crack is weaker than Zap.
Yeah, Wind has been kind of lackluster at this point. Like, not a lot of enemies use Zap because it's incredibly rare and mostly for the hero, but not a lot of people use Whoosh either because it's not great. It's mostly just been fire and ice spells. Oh, 3.
Alright, guys.
Time to miss all of them.
One of them is staying. 2 of them are staying. Don't fuck this up. They're all staying. Let's see some crits. Fuck.
Why did you attack a different... well, I mean, you did kill it, but also why didn't you attack the first one?
Because the computer recognized...
I guess because she crit.
Yeah, the computer recognized that it was going to be a crit, and it will not waste damage.
Alright, so that is 2.
It might be 3.
Oh damn, maybe 3.
But yeah, the targeting AI is generally good about not wasting damage. It's not quite as good as focused fire sometimes.
Damn it. Go to bed.
Ragnar, please.
Also, I'm glad my mic doesn't pick up fireworks, but I did hear a boom immediately after saying go to bed.
Go to bed. No.
Alright, well, you killed 3 of them, so I guess this is just level ups for
Everybody's leveling up after this. This should be when the grinding session ends. I can't imagine needing more than 3 liquid metal slams. Anyways, my point about Mother was that, like, you don't want Mother 4 if a toy's not going to work on it. A toy's not going to work on it.
Nope.
So just accept it. Move on with your life. Play any of the 7,000 games that Earthbound inspired.
Now
we just got to sift through all these level ups. The physical characters getting level ups is so disappointing because, like, it's necessary. They need it to stay relevant, but it's so much harder to tell when you're done leveling up a physical character because you just have to know the numbers.
Yeah, there's no goal like with the spells. It's just I do like watching the numbers go up, but yeah, no, you are right in that, like, other than that, I don't know the actual value. Like, Elena's numbers look good, but if I looked at her actual stat screen, I'd go, is this good? Is she good?
Crumb, who often co-commentates for Wandering Newbie, has complained about locking spells behind level ups because it can do weird things to the game balance, like Kirill not having multi-heal until he hits a certain level means you're not going to have it until a certain point of the game, basically. Whereas the vocation stuff that they do in later games will let you potentially grind out skill sets without grinding up your level. So you have access to a better toolkit earlier. You just might not be in the best position to use it depending on like how your MP looks or how your strength looks. That being said, I appreciate just getting a bunch of spells whenever I level up. Anyways, we got full heal on both of our healers now. Sophia knows Zap. Maya knows her strongest fire spell. So now, this time, we're going to cross the river with the Colossus for real. I'll probably have to stop by an inn first.
We've been circling the same room for hours. Actually, no, Tornico's been yelling for hours.
Anyways, you know what the end looks like. You don't need to see us sleep. We do also have a bunch of money, so let's see if we can improve anything. That would be helpful if more people could equip it. This reduces magic damage. So it would be helpful.
You seem to be going all in on that one.
We have the money. And everybody's weapon is a lot more recent than their armors. You always want to prioritize weapons in these games.
I feel like we're just gonna go to that ominous castle and we're just gonna see Marquis de Leon again. Guess what, fuckers? I'm back, and I'm even more magically inclined this time.
Hey, we can sell the lightning staff.
There's just two bosses in this game. There's Marquis de Leon, and there's Balzac, and he keeps getting more Z's in his name every time you fight him.
Which is weird because he had an extra A.
Oh, it's A, yeah, because it's Ball. Yeah. That's right. Just keeps getting more A's.
Oh man, that means next up...
Tis I, Balzac.
Next up we're fighting AAA Balzac, which means he's going to be highly polished, but ultimately kind of unsatisfying.
And people keep saying that Balzac exists, but like, that's fucking nothing. And he just gets canceled anyway, so who cares?
Yeah. Look, I'm not happy about what Microsoft is doing with their studios, but I am glad that Quadruple A Perfect Dark isn't going to exist. Also,
if you use the phrase Quadruple A unironically, you should be cast into a volcano.
Also, that game took so long to make that it wouldn't even have been the first Quadruple A video game anymore if it came out. Ubisoft released Skull and Bones, which they claim is Quadruple A, and I don't know enough about it to contest it, but...
I don't even fucking remember which one that is anymore.
I don't know, it's worse than Sea of Thieves, and I don't even particularly like Sea of Thieves.
Man, video games suck. Thank goodness for Dragon Quest IV.
Yeah, video games suck. Thank goodness for video games.
That's just life.
That's what all the people say.
Video games are dead. Long live video games. Oh no, don't put Tornico in lead again.
I didn't learn my lesson.
And Ragnar.
Look, Tornico and Ragnar would be a comedic duo in the television show that's never going to get made of this game.
You just sailed this ship and you just end up in a completely different game. We're just gonna open up on Breath of Fire somehow.
Man, that would have been a good gag if I just cut to one of the Mystery Dungeon Tornico games. Anyways, we've seen this dungeon. I let Tornico lead it because we just did this, so we shouldn't get lost this time. He sure is acting like he's lost, though. Anyways.
But you know what? Eventually he got results.
I just figured Tornico would want to pull the lever. So on the one hand, it's good that you can do this multiple times. On the other hand, it's kind of silly that you have to watch this unskippable cutscene every time. Thankfully, if you're not like me, there's no reason to do this more than once. Alright, we're now properly leveled. We're across the river. So next time, we'll be making our way to the Dark Hall proper.